1, 2. Bear with me. Have some cup of coffee while I come.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
It's so tough because if it's probably not a UK based. Is it a UK based spray?
Don't say you got it already.
Why you? Oh, is that your forfeit?
Yeah.
You put yourself in the forfeit. I didn't realise that. My name is Yasser. I'm a senior lecturer in pharmacy practice and a advanced specialist.
You've said it so many times.
Specialist pharmacist.
He's a specialist in something, right?
I'm a pharmacist.
in something. He looks at drugs and,
I'm a postdoc and also the senior video. What is happening?
You know why? Because I had to.
Yeah. Senior videographer for MicroPharm. We've been putting together some videos where we're testing my knowledge with some forfeits with green chilies, and we're doing guess the meds in this video. We're going to have a few clues, so he's going to give me 3 clues. If I can get the right medication with the 3 clues, I get 3 points. If I ask for another clue, I reduce my points to 2. If I ask for another clue, I reduce my points to 1. If I can't get it with the 5 clues, green chili. Yes. If I guess it early and I get it wrong, green chili. But sometimes I take that risk just to see, because I'm so confident that I've got it, and sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, and what it means by pays off, it means that I end up eating the chili because I'm so confident. He'll get it wrong, which he didn't. So if you're interested, the reason why I've mentioned that in the previous episode, something like that happened. So you want to check it out where I unfortunately ended up eating chili, and check out my reaction. You'll be surprised. So both episodes, so this will be episode 3 now. We enjoy making these, so we thought why not make some more. So without further ado, if you want to play along, get ready, get your pen marker, get your notebook ready, your laptop ready. We're going to start with the first one. So, first clue. Can be used as a preventive medication for over 55-year-olds. Second clue. It is a prodrug. And third clue. Has dry cough as a common side effect.
Preventive
medication for people that are generally over 55. It's the type of medication used.
ACE inhibitors.
Now, you got it right. Not surprised. But did the dry cough give it away?
Oh, it's like a classic
question.
One,
yeah.
Classic question in the exam. But for people who are not familiar with ACE inhibitors causing a dry cough, and the fact that it's a classic question, this is a great learning opportunity because it's a very common GPHC exam question.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So the reason why, and we're just going to touch upon this, is that when I was preparing these at the coffee shop where I like to work, I was sitting next to a medical doctor who I became good friends with over the past few weeks. And I was telling him that I was doing this, and because I knew he was a medical doctor, I thought, let me ask him. And I asked him this particular one, and he said, yeah, the dry cough gave it away. Because he said straight away ACE inhibitors. I said, what gave it away? And he literally said dry cough. So I think these guest meds are becoming quite, in terms of a good learning platform.
Yeah, definitely. And an interesting point to raise is I had a family member who was being seen for a possible chest infection.
Right.
And he had seen several GPs.
Right.
And they just couldn't figure out what was happening. And he had a course of antibiotics as well. And I took a look at the medication he was on, and he was on an ACE inhibitor. And I told him, speak to your GP about your ACE inhibitor.
Oh.
He stopped the ACE inhibitor and that cough went.
No way.
Wow. So that shows you in practice it can even be misdiagnosed as a chest infection.
Wow, that's very interesting.
And it gets missed off by GPs, which I found quite surprising. And the only reason for that is, if you're a GP and you've got 10 minutes to see a patient, the last thing you'd think someone coming in with that cough, it's because of something they're taking.
Yeah.
Even though it's like basic
yeah.
medication knowledge,
yeah.
It's I can see why it's missed off.
Yeah, that's surprising to think that, because I used to do postdoc in severe asthma, so we were very familiar with coughs, different types of coughs for different number of reasons. Never once did it cross my mind that it might be due to medication.
Yeah.
You know why I did that if you watched the previous episode, and that was
not to do with the cough. That was to do with.
I just realised pun was not intended, but it should have been intended, if I'm honest. For those who were interested, the fourth and fifth clues were it decreases the breakdown of bradykinin, and fifth clue is it's commonly prescribed as an ACE inhibitor, and the medication actually was ramipril. I would have accepted any ACE inhibitor because I know it's the class.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be the actual medication. So, stop getting these right, man. Can you tell him in the comment section stop getting it right so he can eat chili, please?
I'm doing it right so far.
Yeah. Just so these get used. If you get it wrong, I'll eat chili once, maybe. Right. First clue: has similar efficacy to amoxicillin. Second clue: treats bacterial infections. Third clue: it has a really long name. He's thinking. That's a good sign.
It has a really long name.
I'm not saying anymore.
See, this is a problem.
Okay.
Because define really long.
What, by the amount of letters?
Yeah, number of letters.
1, 2. Bear with me. Have some cup of coffee while I count.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21,
22.
That's cheating as well, because now he knows, like, okay, it's not, I don't know, erythromycin or something. Okay,
Yeah,
because
because
it's not that. It's,
that
clever, he's clever. You can tell he's a pharmacist. He knows. He got a clue out from a question and duped me into it.
No, but it's because when you're talking about medication names, you have to. Long names are relative, right?
Right. True. We have to give him that. But yeah. What we'll do while you're thinking, the last one, if he gets them all right, which I presume he might, you know.
22.
You want me to count again?
No.
Okay.
Because anything roughly 22
roughly
is crazy.
20, yeah. But I'm just glad he hasn't thought of it already. Because, again, if you watch the previous episode, he was on some super pharmacy, like, epic power. Like, it's like he could read through my phone or something. Is there some...
If you're 22 with something / something, no combination. Damn.
Again, another clue, see? I want to deduct 2 points. Oh, I'm sorry, 1 point. I shouldn't have given him that, So. And just for context, just to make sure I'm not, I didn't screw up like fluticasone. Remember?
Yeah.
You need to know about fluticasone if you haven't watched it. This medication name, I have seen it on a packet because unfortunately my mother had it like a couple of months ago. So it wasn't like, oh, this is a type of name for it. I've seen this medication on the medication packet.
I don't understand why I'm finding. Yeah, I don't understand why I'm finding this so hard. It's the 22. It's like, wow. Another hint.
Right. So you can drop down to 2 points, even though it should be 1 point because you asked so many questions. It's a type of penicillin antibiotic.
Phenoxymethylpenicillin.
That was a good one, though.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
That was a good one.
Do you know the similar threw me off because phenoxymethyl is can be used for other indications, and when you say similar, you go down the route of erythromycin, clarithromycin because they're used for similar indications, and I teach that a lot.
Okay.
So I always say when someone's penicillin allergic, quite often you will see them be prescribed a macrolide like erythromycin, clarithromycin.
Right.
So I was going down that route and just didn't think of the penicillin route. So good question.
That counts as a win. Because he's so good, I think if he doesn't get 3 points in one go, it counts as a win. Right.
Yeah, good question.
So that was good. Right. So moving on to the third one. So the first one, it has 2 M's in its name. Second clue, also used to treat polycystic ovary syndrome. Third clue, is used as a first line treatment for something and a second line treatment for something else. Don't say you got it already.
Metformin.
The 2 M's gave it away.
Second one.
Second one, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the second one, because it's such a odd that I'm
gonna write that down.
But it's like it just sticks out like a sore thumb. The polycystic ovary syndrome indication.
Right.
That you're just like diabetes and PCOS. So
okay.
That's why, because that sticks out, I remember it.
Right.
This is one I would have got with 2.
This one, so believe it or not, actually,
because what was the first line for? So I want you. Your first line for type 2 diabetes Second line for.
It was for, I think, something related to polycystic ovary syndrome.
Oh, okay.
I didn't write it down because I
Yeah,
didn't think I needed
No,
to,
that's fine.
But yeah. That's interesting that the third clue gave it away. I thought maybe the first clue gave it away, the 2 M's. That could be anything.
Yeah, it could be anything.
Because I'm biased. I'm looking at the answer.
You look at the answer and you're like, oh, you'll get that.
Yeah, whereas
But
he's
then
looking at the whole BNF,
Yeah.
like, potentially, right? So, right. Got that in. Technically, you got that in 2.
Do I get my points back from the last one?
No, don't even try. See, he's clever, trying to get points back. It should have been deducted 2 points, not 1 point. But yeah, oh, this one's got hard names. Right, 4th one. It's available as an oral medication and an oral spray. So available in both forms. It's a non-benzodiazepine. And third clue, it affects the GABA alpha receptors. Non-benzodiazepine. Diazepine, yeah. I did pronounce that right. For once.
And the third one?
Affects GABA alpha receptors. GABA alpha receptors.
Available orally and as a spray.
Already as another spray. I'm just checking that I don't have, because I had the Chilli level, so. Don't want to see bogeys on the screen. He's thinking. Ladies and gentlemen, we have him thinking again. Could this be another phenoxymethylpenicillin? Could it be?
What's the fourth? Damn.
This is actually one of my favorite clues of all the ones I put together. If you took this now, if you took this medication now, you will not be able to complete this video. If you took this medication right now, you would not be able to complete this video.
I don't got it. But fifth one.
The first time. No, I think we did it in the first episode, right? Comment down below if you remember which episode where he had to use all 5 clues.
This is like.
Which one was it? It was meropenem.
Yeah.
Meropenem, that's the one.
And
But
I
this one
saw
is not
one.
meropenem. But the 5th clue is it's used in sleep medications.
The yellow spray is just knocking me. Using spray.
You know I'm gonna be over the moon if he doesn't get it. I am gonna be like literally over the moon if he doesn't get it.
Spray.
So, I tried to give him a clue, didn't it? Not my fault. Try to help him out.
Spray. It's the spray.
It's funny though, when I say it, you'll be like, oh, I didn't know that was in a spray. Or that could be used in a spray form. Like if I tell you the medication, obviously you know more than me about medications. Any clue? Oh, sorry, any guess? I shouldn't have. She just said give up because he might guess it right now.
It's used in sleep. Okay, then. No. I was Zopiclone and Zolpidem and Zopiclone.
You going with that? Yeah?
Yeah, it's wrong.
It's the other one.
Zolpidem. I got it. No, you can't say it.
I'm joking.
Is it Zolpidem?
Yeah, Zolpidem, yeah.
Oh, I could get that. Yeah, it's called. They call the Z drugs.
Yeah. But
I didn't know it was a spray.
So does he have to eat in Chilli then?
No, definitely not. That was so tough because if it's probably not a UK based. Is it a UK based spray? Zolpidem. It's definitely not a UK based. But there was some. You gave some good clues. So even if it's not UK based, where I went down that Z route is you said non-benzodiazepine, which is when we go for the Z drugs. But when I'm guessing it, I was not confident in the Z drugs because I was just like, I don't know how they work though, so that's why the mechanism didn't help me.
I think he should have a Chilli because he didn't get it in 3.
Yeah, no, I think I should definitely not have a Chilli because I got that one right.
Right, yeah, because he said like, and then Me being an idiot decided to give him an option of you just think of something.
Yeah.
If I said no, don't think of anything, you give
Yeah,
up.
how would I?
Chilli,
Yeah.
right? So I shafted myself again.
Do you know when you said the spray, I was going to say GTN spray. And
Oh,
then,
really?
Then you said non-benzodiazepine. And I was like, that. Do you know to say it's a non-benzo? Because that's a broad statement, right?
Yeah.
But GTN is a non-benzo, but there's no need for you to say that.
Unless it's hinting something. Yeah. You didn't. That's like to use with like cardiac stuff.
Yeah. So it's got nothing. It's just a spray.
Yeah, just a spray.
The other spray was like.
What's it used for? Just out of curiosity. I'm just sorry.
So it's used to prevent. Do you know the symptoms of angina?
Yeah.
That immediate chest pain.
Oh, it's used to.
It's used because it's a vasodilator.
Okay. Right. I was so close to giving him to Chilli and I decided to be too nice. That's my problem.
You're like, go guess something.
Too nice. Too nice is my problem. Anyway. Right, last one. Okay, because you haven't eaten the chili, if you don't get this in 3, you have to eat chili.
Okay. No way.
So if you have to ask for another clue, you have to eat chili.
Okay, go on. Let's do it.
So he's agreed to it now. But the problem is that I think he's gonna get this in like 2. But yeah, let's go for it. Right, first clue. It's a first-line treatment option. This is generally a very common first-line treatment option. A rare side effect is rhabdomyolysis. Do you know what that is?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Just in case you need me to go.
The fact that I know what it is concerning for you. You should be
I should be concerned. No, just to add, if he gets into 3 clues, I eat chili, just because somebody's got to eat chili.
I believe it's breakdown. Do you know that? Have you got the definition?
No.
I believe it's breakdown of skeletal muscle.
Okay.
Check that.
I can check it after the
yeah.
Works by inhibiting an enzyme in the liver.
Okay.
Do you need me to check it or
HMG coenzyme A? Is it HMG?
No, I've only put enzyme. I'm not giving you any other clues.
No, it's a statin.
Well, then you want to take a guess as to which one it is?
It's definitely. No, but it could be.
No, any, but just out of curiosity, just guess which one I put down.
You probably put Simba. Or you put atorvastatin. Yeah. Because Simba, people say Simvastatin. Why you? Oh, is that your forfeit?
Yeah.
You put yourself in the forfeit. I didn't realize that. So you could have saved yourself.
Oh.
I remember this as well. The liver enzyme is quite important because when I was, I knew a doctor that was also a pharmacist. So he was previously a pharmacist, trained to become a doctor, and he was taking the mick when I first started work on the wards. And he was like, I've got a patient that's got really poor renal function. What's the renal dose of simvastatin? And the reason I was like doubting myself because I was like, I'm pretty sure it's metabolized by the liver, and he knew that, but he was just taking the mick. So I've always remembered because of that incident that it's metabolized by the liver, and that's when you say the liver enzyme.
You did that on purpose.
So
you suffer with
as
chili
soon
more.
as you said rhabdomyolysis, I was like, was it skeletal muscle?
I think I didn't check.
Oh, you're like,
no, I need to check now. You got the thing right, innit? What's the point in checking now, is it? And he added that story just so I could have the chili burn in my head, in my face. I can't even talk now because the chili is messing me up in my mouth. Appreciate that very nice story down memory lane.
Yeah.
While I'm suffering and burning. I'm probably sweating on the camera. I don't look there because I don't want to see.
But yeah, I think those are really good guesstimates. They worked out in my favour. There were some that there's like these hallmark things that you'd know. There were some that are difficult, definitely difficult. But I just got lucky with a lot of them.
But I hope you enjoyed watching it along the way. Because even though I know you said you had some hallmarks and my mouth is really burning at the moment, it's nice, I think, to play along. Because you said somebody in the first episode really enjoyed actually playing along. Which is quite nice.
So hopefully you found that video insightful. It's a fun game, but at the same time you learn a lot about medications in the process. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.